T-minus 1 minute. T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
Two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Yes, lovely people. Hope you're well. Welcome back to another live match preview. This time it is Liverpool versus Bologna in the second game of the Champions League. Can the Reds complete the Italian job? Beat AC Milan on game week 1 3-1. Can they do the same against Bologna this time under the bright lights on those famous Anfield nights? Man like Drifty, how you doing, my bro?
I'm blessed, brother. How you doing?
Not too bad, actually. Not too bad. For the first time in about 3 years, I had an afternoon nap today, bro. I'm buzzing.
Yo,
I know.
you know, you have to go old school on that one, but we have to be like, bro, I haven't done that for about 20 years. Oh my days.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. You see that afternoon nap? I could get used to it, bro. Like, it was a different feeling. I woke up refreshed. I'm not groggy. This feels good, man. This is how the other side live, bro. Because I'm about to get involved, man.
Yeah, bruv, you know what I mean? Shout out to the under 20s. You have no idea what midday naps are.
Yeah, for real. For real.
When you're in your 20s, you're like, what? Napping in the day? Well, like a baby.
Yeah.
Like a baby.
All right, do you know what? I see a couple of you in the chat. I see a couple of you in the chat starting to create a little bit of narrative here. So, Drift, I'm just going to fill you in, pause, with why there are some accusations. So, yesterday, Monts did a show with me and Jamie, and Monts started the show wearing a robe, and I was like, bro, I don't know about wearing a robe. I did that in the past, and it backfired on me pretty bad, didn't it? And I was like, especially in this climate, like with the whole Diddy situation, man's known for wearing the robes. I don't know if you should be doing this. Monts went live, started getting cooked in the chat. Jamie then entered the chat with his missus's robe on. a pink bright thing. So then they set the challenge of, in the next 7 minutes, if they get up to 100 likes on the video, then I would have to get my robe. As law would have it, they got to the 100 likes, so I was wearing a robe. Weren't Diddy settings, nothing like that. I lost a little friendly bet. I'm not putting the Kopish name in jeopardy. I just lost a little friendly bet, yeah. So for anyone starts to say anything crazy. But speaking of crazy, Liverpool back under the Anfield lights when we have seen so many crazy nights in our history. This time it's Bologna, who in the summer lost a few players. They lost players like Joshua Zirkzee. And this season, they are currently sitting in... Where are they? I just saw them. Where are they? Sitting in 13th place after 6 games. They have won once this season, lost 4, and drawn once. Their main man, their captain, Lewis Ferguson, is also out injured for this game, if I'm not mistaken. Drift. I'm not one for looking at opposition and opponent, but if there's ever a time to beat a team and to get a win, surely this is it, right?
Yeah, yeah. You don't want to get cocky, you don't want to get complacent, but you have to also be realistic both ways. So where we can be realistic and we can put a dampener on things, calm people down, be a bit negative. Sometimes you got to be realistic, and it's no, you should really be showing chest, and you should actually be hyping for this one, because if you don't beat Bologna at home in the form they're in, with key players missing, you don't belong in this competition. So yeah, bro, I don't expect anything but a win. I do, but in the Champions League, the best thing to do is to never underestimate. So that's the one thing we have to do. We can't, because they are in poor form, and we definitely should win. We should we shouldn't take them for granted.
Completely agree. With ourselves at the moment, we're obviously in a good run of form. Only had that blip against Nottingham Forest. Apart from that, perfect in all competitions. There was news that came out today about Chiesa. So Chiesa's not going to be available for the game. However, he should be available for the weekend. Jota wasn't seen training, which obviously set alarm bells ringing. However, apparently he was just given a day off because he had a bruised foot, and he should be available for selection tomorrow as well. So barring Chiesa, Harvey Elliott, we have a fully fit squad, which again feels really weird to us given the last few years of how unlucky we've been with injuries. Do you think this is a game where Slot's going to utilize the squad, or do you think he's going to try and kind of keep things similar, get the job done, and then kind of go from there? Because we are entering a busy period very soon.
I think he's going to probably go down the road that he went down with the League Cup, just not as heavily. I think he will be smart enough. The thing is, though, because it's Champions League, he might be a bit afraid to make a risk in that competition because he knows how important that competition is. I guess with the League Cup, he wasn't thinking as bad.
Yeah.
But I would probably think that if there's one or two things that he would like to experiment with, he will. Here's the crazy thing. Look how annoying it is that there's a slight possibility Jota could miss the game, and there's a possibility, almost certainty, that Chiesa will miss the game.
Yeah.
These are the type of games when Chiesa is needed.
Yeah.
Because he can rest Mo. And even if Mo had to come on for the last 20, at least Chiesa would have got another 60, 70, and he would have been, and Mo would have been more rested. That's so annoying, man.
Yeah.
That's happened, because there isn't really anyone else in the squad you can play right wing to give Mo a rest, really, that I can think of. And I would probably have rested Jota for this game.
Jota is available for tomorrow. Jota's definitely available for tomorrow.
Oh, the bruised foot. He recovered from the bruised foot.
Yeah, they literally just gave him a day off, but he's available for tomorrow.
Okay. Well, I would rest Jota anyway. So yeah, I think he will rotate. I just don't think he'll go like super rotate. I'd maybe say 3 or 4 rather than like 7 or 8 like he did in the League Cup. But you would like to hope. I know obviously we'll do the starting lineups, but you'd like to hope that there's some people in the squad who would still beat Bologna and need some game time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm just gonna put you on the spot then, Drift. We're gonna do the starting 11, or who we believe will be in the starting 11. I've got a few wild shouts, as I always do. It's who I am in it. I'm a fragile and broken individual. I want to see if we're on the same wavelength, or if you think I'm just crazy. So I'm going to bring up the formation and everything. Obviously, we'll go with our trusted 4-2-3-1, which I'm so happy about, by the way. All right. Do you think Alisson or Kelleher start?
I think he'll give this one to Kelleher.
Yes, I agree. Okay, we might be on the same level.
Just because Alisson was fit the other day, you could still tell he looked a little off.
Yeah.
I'd just give him another day or 2 off. Do you know what I mean? There's no point in being risky with your goalkeeper when your backup is Kelleher.
Yeah, completely agree. Right back.
I'd actually start Trent.
Okay, I'd start Bradley.
Okay. I was going to say Bradley, but I think keep the defense how it is. I'll explain as we go along. I'll go Trent at right back.
Okay. So I'm guessing you're going Ibra and Virgil.
No, I would go Virgil and Kwanzaa.
Okay, I'd have gone Kwanzaa and Gomez.
Okay.
Who have you got left
See,
back?
you see how high the level of Virgil is. Didn't even put Van Dijk, like man, Cher, Madonna, just Virgil. You know how elite you are to just be just have one be famous, bro.
Yeah, it's
just
true.
one mad, bro. Man, like Virgil, left back, I'm going Simicast.
See, I'd go with the same defense that played against West Ham. So I'd have gone Bradley, Kwanzaa, Gomez, and Simi, because I think by giving them games together, they become a unit as well. So when they are needed in the main games, quote unquote, then.
Well, all right. So the reason why I've gone with this one is because I want a little bit of seniority in the game for the first half. You get your 2 or 3-0 lead. You get to halftime with that lead, and then that's when some of your generals can come off because the game's comfortable. I'm just slightly worried with it being a Champions League game, going too much rotation, and the nerves could kick in, and then maybe it could become a risky game. And then if you've got to bring big hitters on, you're bringing them on and they're chasing the game, and it's not coming on to be catched. They're just going to get as much burnout as if they just played the game.
That's very fair.
So I'm going with a couple seniors in the team to just get to halftime with a lead.
Okay, very fair explanation. No objections to that, bro. In midfield now, this is where I think we'd be very different.
Okay, go on.
I would go Morton, Endo, and Jones.
Ooh, that's a bit risky, bro.
If I'm going to be honest, Drift, McAllister and Gorenberg have played a lot of football so far this season.
No, they have.
Domestically and internationally as well.
Yeah.
Again, I know I don't want to be disrespectful to Bologna. They're 13th in Syria. Their main player is out. If we can't beat them with rotation or if a quote unquote second choice midfield, then honestly, we really need to assess the squad.
No, I hear you. I would go Endo, McAllister in the pivot. I'd give Gravenberch off and start McAllister. But I'm doing that with the same view that I had with defense. So, when I was saying make changes, my changes that I would make in defense, bro, would be Virgil and Trent. And then that's when I would bring on Gomez and Bradley.
But then
I'll do the
3 subs. Then you've only got 3 subs left.
Yeah, I've only got 3. And then one of those 3 would be at halftime when we've got that lead. That's when Morton comes on for McAllister, and McAllister can have the second half off.
Okay. I'm seeing it. Who are you playing in the 10 then?
Right, here's the crazy thing. I'm trying to just rethink what I would do with my attack as I'm speaking to you, because I'm trying to think if there is somebody that could mean we could rest Salah.
Salah's starting this game. He has to now because Chiesa is not there. But Salah for me is
Salah.
Saying so.
How about you do a Soboslai or something to just try and get a bit of confidence in him?
The reason why I wouldn't know, Drift, because remember, so as things stand right now, with your starting 11, Trent's coming off, Virgil's coming off, Matt's coming off. Salah would be the other person coming off. And then you've got one spare to play with.
Start, bro.
Say again, sorry?
I'd rather Mo just weren't starting.
No, same. Bruv, if Chiesa's fit and available, Mo doesn't even play this game for me. But because of the situation, for me, he has to now.
The other thing I was thinking is Diaz on the right wing.
Nah, Diaz could do with a rest as well.
No, I hear that. I'm going to go Jones in the 10.
Yeah.
I guess it does.
You still go Endo over Morton.
Yeah, because I just think Endo is the one most likely to play if we were going to draw for a player. So I want him to get the most game time because I don't think Slot would go for Morton if he had to make a change, a
Okay.
forced change. I think it would be Endo we'd bring in. I don't think is he even. I'm not even being disrespectful to Morton because Morton's a good player, but is he even in a position, bro, where he can do that?
What do you mean?
Like, because he's new to the club, he's trying to win things. Like relying on Morton, isn't that super risky? Like his career's kind of, his reputation's on the line at the moment.
I don't know. I think Morton would do as good a job, if not better a job.
I don't doubt the kid's talent. I'm just thinking, is it a bit overwhelming for him being back at Liverpool, the higher stakes, the more pressure games? Has Morton ever even played a Champions League game?
Yeah, he played at San Siro a couple of years back.
Did he?
Played very well.
I think I remember that now you're saying it. No, I would still start Endo.
That's fair.
I'll still start Endo.
So what you say for right wing then? Is it going to be Salah or?
It has to be in it, but there was a part of me that was thinking, could you not play Jones or Soboslai there to give Mo a rest?
I don't think Slot's a person that really likes playing players out of position either.
I know, but technically Tsimikas played right wing for RB Leipzig on occasions. He isn't totally foreign to it.
Soboslai, you mean?
Yeah, who did I say?
Tsimikas. I was thinking, what? What inverted? What is he, Saka now? Yeah, like Simi Saka. I'm thinking, what?
Oh shit! My bad. I didn't realize that is hilarious. I would have rolled with that. I'd be like, why is that not respectful?
Oh man.
Yeah.
Wild card. Could you know if you're going to do Trent at right back? Could you do Conor Bradley there at right wing?
You could, but I think that would probably be a little weird. I mean, if you really wanted to rest Mo, you could. If you really wanted to. Mo's the one I want to have a rest more than anyone because he's the one who we got to be more like mindful of his tiredness.
I hear it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, but yeah, I think that's what. So your changes would be basically the Carabao Cup back four,
yeah,
and then the Carabao Cup midfield.
Yeah. So we don't usually do this, but who would your substitutes be then? So you're looking at Gomez. Sorry, yeah, Gomez for Virgil.
Yeah.
And then Bradley for Trent, right?
Yeah.
Then you'd go Morton for McAllister.
Yeah.
Who would you go for Salah?
But that's the thing, bro. Do you give Diaz the whole night off? Do you give Soboslai the whole night off? Or do you put them on the bench and then swap one of those two for Salah in the last half an hour? But like you said, Diaz is probably in just as much of a need of rest, to be honest. I think he's only had one game rest, and that was the League Cup.
Oh, sorry to cut you. Chris said Kayser's sick. He's not injured. Oh, fair dues. Big up.
Chris. Oh, that's even better news though, because yeah. That's better news. Man's been in England for a week and he's already got a cold. Mad thing.
Well, look how the weather's changed, bro.
No, I'm saying like shame on England.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. We've got there's like 100 and something different forms of the cold virus, right, or something like that.
Yeah.
That's why you always catch a cold, because if you have a cold, you can't re-catch that same virus.
Yeah, but there's a variant.
You're always still going to catch one of the other ones. So it's like Chiesa just got, I don't know, 84 vial or something like that.
I just want to speak to a couple of people in the comments. Like some of you are saying that you think the lineup's disrespectful. The reason why I disagree with that is because we harp on and say how good our squad is, especially in certain areas of the pitch. Again, respectfully to Bologna, they're 13th in Serie A. They've won one game in the league this season. If we can't rotate in this game, I know it's a Champions League under the Champions League banner, but we still have to look at the opposition. We have to look at what our team is, right? If we can't rotate in the game against Bologna, then don't we have to really just rip up the squad depth book and just start again? Because we should be able to rotate and be comfortable in this game, in my opinion. I don't know. Again, maybe I'm being extremely disrespectful. I don't mean to be. I hope it doesn't come across like that. But I genuinely do believe, like, we can rotate. I don't even think this is heavily. Well, it is heavily rotate, but not to the point where you're sitting there going like, "This is disrespectful." My lineup probably would have been seen as disrespectful, but that's because I believe in most of the squad and I believe in the team we're playing against, that we should be beating them. So I don't know. That's just me.
No, I agree with you, because I'm one of the people who thinks we do have a good squad. So I agree with you that we can't really be angry at players playing, because that means that we do think that they're not good enough. Like, you know, if Bradley was playing instead of Trent, we should all believe that that's okay. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Just as an example.
I mean, it wasn't that long ago that everyone was saying how much we rated Bradley. It wasn't that long ago everyone was saying how much we rate Kwanzaa, how much of a good season Joey had last season. It wasn't that long ago people were saying Endo is a lot better than what we presumed. It wasn't that long ago where people were saying Gakpo should be a starter over Diaz. It hasn't been that long ago since Nunes banged in a goal, which was probably goal of the season for us so far, and people are saying he's still the guy. Like, it wasn't that long ago where people were saying Jones has turned the corner and could be like a revelation for the squad. So I'm kind of shocked that we feel so, not to use the word scared, but so hesitant to rotate in this game, especially with the way we play as well. I don't know, just me.
I think it's probably the League Cup game. People are a bit worried about a few of the players, because obviously when they haven't got much game time in their legs, they do look a little rusty. They don't look as great.
Maybe no, you're right. Like, if they don't get game time, they're going to continue to be rusty.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I see a couple of people making a point that I was thinking in my head before, that is gaining the points against the easy teams is like a must. So therefore, if we ever did something and then we didn't win, it'll be like, oh shit, we messed up.
No, I hear that. But we could also play our first team and big hitters, but we could struggle to get the first goal. It could take 60, 70 minutes. And then you're thinking, could have really rotate some of those players, and they've just played a hard 70 minutes now. So football is about risks, obviously calculated risks. I just think this is a point where we could take a calculated risk, because with all due respect, I'd hate for us to play Bologna and lose one of our bigger players when we could have rotated them, which obviously could happen at any time. But I think it's just mitigating the risk for me.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends which way you want to look at it.
Yeah, but we'll see. We will see. Very, very interested to see what direction Slot goes with the selection and lineup. Prediction time, bro. What are you saying?
I'm going to go a comfortable 2-0 home win.
I'm going to be cheeky. I'm going to go 4-0.
You think we'll push?
Well,
before.
Shall I tell you why? I'll tell you why I say that, because I think Gakpo and Nunes, for example, will get full 90 minutes. They're two players, the longer they play in the game, the better they seem to become, especially Gakpo. Gakpo in the last 15 minutes of games, it becomes, I don't know what he turns into. It's like he takes things personally. No, let's be real though. Like, we've seen it a few times now where like Gakpo will play the first 70 minutes. You're like, he's having a decent game. And then the last 20 minutes, he ends up with a 9.5 or a 10, because you're like, Gakpo really turned it on in the last 20 minutes and got a brace and an assist. I can see that happening, for example. I can't see them living.
That's because someone's in his ear and an earpiece.
Yeah. No, literally saying Callum disrespecting you, bro. No,
yeah,
not even Cal's disrespecting you, bro. You're gonna have that. Scoring points and shut him up. Like, I don't see us not scoring at least 3. I do think we'll get 4, especially if Gakpo and Nunes play the full 90. and Salah starting as well. Like, I can't see how we don't get through.
Are you somebody who cares? I know it's good to bang in a lot of goals, and we get to cheer in that. But I watched the way Tottenham beat Man United, and I thought it was very smart. They went 2-0 up, and then they totally took their foot off the gas. But they took their foot off the gas in a controlled way, so they still had control. And I respected it because they weren't burning their players out. They weren't having to overwork. The game was won. They just managed it. Do you not think in a situation like that, like this, that's better to do than keep pushing to get all these goals and you are still like burning your players out and running? Like, isn't it best to maybe just get a controlled lead and then sit back and just take it easy for the rest of the game? Do you have to?
No.
Do you know what I mean?
I mean, we did that against West Ham, and Gakpo had different ideas. We were 3-1 up, and Gakpo said, "Nah, this isn't enough for me." Yeah. I think it's just it's within the nature of certain players. Like, I don't think Nunes, Gakpo, God forbid Salah's still on the pitch at like 90 minutes, but I don't think players like that will just stop. They'll just keep going. Jones
well, if you ask them to take it easy, then they will. Like, as the manager, if you actually say, "Look, guys, let's just keep control now, preserve your energy, see out the game." If an opportunity arises, you take it, but don't push for it. There's no need, kind of thing.
No, yeah, you might be right. I just, with some of those players playing, they'll really want to make an impression on Slot. I just don't think they'll take it easy.
I mean, I reckon there's going to be an even stronger team playing than what we put up.
I think you might be right.
Yeah, I think he might go fully full strength, and if he goes fully full strength, then your prediction's a lot more likely.
Yeah.
Unless Bologna sit deep.
Be interesting. It'll be very interesting. Well, people, all that's left to do is let us know your starting predicted 11 in the comments. And then also, please do let us know your score predictions as well. We'll be live tomorrow on Big Up for the Game. So make sure you tune in for that. Drift, you're live tonight, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes. Let me put the link in the chat right now for the people.
PSG v Arsenal, right?
Yeah, Arsenal versus PSG, guys. As you can see there, Big Up Drifty TV. I will be streaming tonight, people. So please come and join me. It will be fun. It's a big game as well, so there should be a lot of frills and spills. Yeah. So in about an hour's time, guys. About 22 quarter 2, I'm gonna start the stream. So yeah, sure. And I'm streaming tonight, bro. So join me over there, guys, for bigup.com/Drifty TV. Link is in the chat.
You know what to do, people. Smash that like button, subscribe for new to the channel, turn on notification bell. Until we see you next time. Stay safe, stay blessed. We're Kopish. All right, people. Take care.
Peace.